Sorry, I'm so distracted. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Everyday Psychic Radio. Healing, guidance, and readings for everyday people just like you. To find your way to your highest self and living your best life. Featuring psychics Jennie McDaniel and Stacie Martin. And your host, Drew Pillow. Hey, hey, that music didn't pump you up or perk you up. Then you need me to play it again. Ready? Here I go. I'm just kidding. Good afternoon, happy Sunday. This is the Everyday Psychic Show, and I bet you don't know why we call it Everyday Psychic Radio. I bet you don't know. I bet I ain't gonna tell you though, but maybe Jennie will. Speaking of Jennie, how are you today, Jennie?
Doing pretty good. How about you, Drew?
Weird day today. Weird energy. Weird. Kind of mellow, but I feel like I have lots to do, but I'm just real mellow about it. Like, I'm
That's
not
good.
I'll do it when I do it, but if I don't do it, there's going to be hell to pay. So I don't know. I'm just going to do it at my leisurely pace. So it's 3 o'clock on a Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're having a great day to cap off a great weekend of really good weather. Unless you're in what's that area, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, they're having like hellacious blizzards and stuff.
Oh, geez. I didn't read about that yet.
I was like, wow, am I reading this right? There's a blizzard? Yeah, we were complaining because it got a little chilly out here. Went from scorching 80s and 90s to 30s, but at least we're not in Wisconsin. If you're in Wisconsin, I hope you have warm blankets and drinking some good stuff to keep you warm on the inside. So, how was your weekend, Jennie?
It's excellent. I've just been relaxing. I'm getting ready for a move to New Mexico, so I've been kind of packing up my stuff, finishing up some loose ends, and preparing to launch myself into the Southwest again.
Hell yeah. You're just a traveling soul.
It's true. It's in my genes and my roots.
So you going to New Mexico. What the hell is wrong with old Mexico? Why they have to make another one?
I don't have a passport. I think I have to have one to get in there. They don't want me.
Man, I don't even think this world. You know what? I was watching the news this weekend, which I don't do, but I watch YouTube. But YouTube has started integrating news into my little feed thing. So I started watching the news. They got me. Oh, and it just disrupts my vibe, my peace. It makes me worried and kind of bothered. Like the whole political climate, it's war everywhere. It's like, OMG. Just want to put my head in the sand. And
Seriously.
I think there's something weird about that, like the way that external stuff on a screen can disrupt, my vibe and my peace. And everything was cool until I pushed this button on the screen. I think these people are just like having the power. I think they know they have the power to like disrupt your flow. Or am I just really?
Sure. Well, you went to hypnotherapy classes. Did they describe to you how the TV is the mass hypnotist of the world? It really has the opportunity to have you in fear and stress, and it also has the opportunity to make you excited. Like when I watch an X-Men movie, I feel empowered that we're going to overcome the dark, or we're going to have one leg up on the evil, and that makes me feel good and fantastic. And then 12 hours later, I'm watching the news the next morning, and I'm like, oh my God. So it's a powerful tool. There is no doubt about it.
Yes, that's true. That's true about the whole everything and the hypnosis training education. It talked about it. When I talk to people about the plausibility of being hypnotized, I can't be hypnotized. It's not real. It's like it happens to you when you're watching a movie and you're literally looking at a plastic screen that has this, it's transmitting an image of actors reading scripts, and there you are crying. Because you really got into it. It really hypnotized you. So, yeah, I want to think about, what's the best way to just kind of be informed without being influenced or inundated or, having my energy manipulated. Maybe that's something to think about.
Well, I think that it's good to have opinions, just don't have such heavy attachments to the opinions. I think that gives us a lot of freedom in that space.
Well, yeah. And you know what? That is easier said than done.
Oh, no doubt.
And and even demands or begs a further explanation of like what the hell did you just say and how do I do that? But I don't want to go into that too much right now. But I want to use this as a perfect opportunity to make an announcement to the listeners. So here we are. I'm Drew Pillow. That's Jennie McDaniel. Jennie McDaniel is psychic medium, talented alchemist, quantum karmic healer. See, I'm using the big words, and deluxe. The deluxe version of all that. And we're here today for your listening pleasure. We're going to inform you. We're going to, some of us are here to entertain you. And we're going to give you an opportunity to have some experiences of your own with regard to psychic and esoteric spiritual phenomenon, meaning you can get a free reading, okay? So if you want that, you press the number 1 on the keypad. If you're listening on the internet, that's great. Like our page, everydaypsychicradio.com, on Facebook or wherever. And the phone number to call in, if you haven't done so already, is 323-642-1188. So this is what we do. We're here on every Sunday, and we do it for 90 minutes for you, and that's cool. Also, because the line of people trying to get through can get really long, you may or may not get through. We're going to try to get you through. But if you feel like, you're like this person, I really need to connect urgently, you can always catch us off the air. Jennie McDaniel on Facebook. She's easy to find. You can link up with Jennie on everydaypsychicradio.com and set up an appointment and get your own personal amazing experience that extends beyond the 5 minutes that we'll give you here for free. If you want to jump in online today and you want to get ahead of the class, go to the website, everydaypsychicradio.com, click the VIP button, pay $10, jump to the head of the class, and get that special treatment that you deserve. So what's that announcement, Drew? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Drew. We're going to expand our network. Like, this is a network. We got shows every day of the week here. Just not this particular one, but more like us. But we're going to have a whole new network coming soon, right, Jennie?
We are. We don't have a name for it quite yet, but it's in the makings, and it's going to be pretty exciting. It's all I can think about. It's going to be pretty revolutionary. You're going to want to stay tuned so you can get the details on that.
Yeah, and it's really related to the topic that we opened up with today. It's like, how do I plug in? How do I discern truth from falsehood? And how do I protect myself? Because I know a lot of good people who want to be informed and active in, this whole global political whatever arena. But when you go to plug in to see what's going on, you got people over here saying it's up, people over there saying it's blue, and people over here saying it's nothing. And it's confusing and it's stressful. And they just go and dump their heads back in the sand because that's comfortable. But there's a better way than that, because not doing anything is probably not the best choice of all. So where can you go to get some down-to-earth, real good information that can help you make informed choices? That's what our new network's going to be about. We hope you stay tuned and keep up with us and follow us there and help us do this thing, the show with no name. Hey.
It's in the makings. It's on the manifestation table. We got some really fantastic, educated individuals who are going to hold a nice platform for, like Drew said, understanding the political climate and not having a bunch of money sway the opinion. Because we ain't getting no money. We're just going to be placing our opinion and opening space for everyone to go ahead and have another stance, as opposed to, like Drew described. When I watch the news, it's negative. I feel overwhelmed. I'm an empath. This world is crazy. I'd like to help, but I need to get in another way because this ain't drawing me in. It's got all kinds of ego around it. So we're going to open up a space for a lot of heart energy. And I see us kind of banding together, planting trees, changing climates, our own as well as political. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I look forward to connecting with everyone, not only spiritual, in the spiritual aspect like we have here on the Heart Over Ego Radio, but with the political healing aspect over in our new network. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And ideally, I think we're going to represent lots of points of view. We're not going to be like TV, where it's like, and if you kill them, you know. I was watching something, I think they said that, like, kill them, or something. No, they didn't say that, but it just seems so intense and so nutty. But anyway, and on that network, I'll be able to do more work because I am not untalented in that area because I'm an earthy person, so I have earthy opinions. So we're going to get ready to bring in today's special guest. Her name is June Love. You may or may not have heard of her from our network of shows. She has a show that comes on Wednesdays. Is that correct?
Wednesday.
Yeah, with you.
Oh, nope, I'm sorry. It's Thursday. June is on Thursdays, and yes, I'm on one Thursday a month with June, and she does awesome work. She's talking about chakras, healing. I think she's a dove therapy practitioner. She'll explain more about that.
And she's cute. But so if you can tune in on Wednesday on accident, and you'll accidentally
Thursday.
Well, if you tune in on Wednesday, you'll catch a whole different show. And then come back on, and it's a good show too, and it'll be a pleasant surprise. And then you come back on Thursday, and you'll get June Love. So look at that. You just got a twofer. You're welcome. So we got callers lined up. Callers, we appreciate you being here. And if you can like, follow, or subscribe to any of our media outlets, you know, download an app, a podcast app, and subscribe to us. We appreciate you. And what we're going to do now is bring on our special guest. Then we're going to take these callers. The way the rules of the road go is you get 5 minutes. So let's maximize that by identifying yourself, where you're calling from, and what your question or comment is. And we'll get right into the healing. But let's get June Love in here real quick because she has indicated that she's ready. So let me go ahead and press the magic buttons. I should have had this all done and set. But I'm talking, and I can only do one thing at a time.
You do a lot of things at once. I think you manage that multitasking thing very well. You blow the stereotype that men can't do it away.
Men can't do it. Hey, there's June Love. June, how's it going?
It's going great.
You sound good, June.
Oh, wonderful. Good.
Good. Sound check perfect. June's got the perfect head, the perfect sound, and we know that didn't come just falling out of the sky on you. You put in a lot of work.
Yes. It's
put
the
in
last
work.
thing I would think would work, but it works.
There you go. So we did the show intro, and we talked about you. We introduced you, and now you're here.
Oh, thank you.
And so once again, if you don't know, let's just give June a chance to give a little bit more intro about her so we can make sure we really covered all the bases. How would you introduce yourself right now to our listeners?
Well, I would definitely introduce myself as a natural healer. And I say natural as of, having gifts that was bestowed upon me since I was, before I was born. And coming into this life path, I'm here to help others with connecting to their higher self, connecting to themselves, connecting to their purpose, and coming back to the body and experiencing a different experience than we've experienced before. So it's kind of, I'm an advisor, spiritual advisor, so I read energy, and that's my basis, my foundation is reading people's energy and helping them to find balance through different modalities such as Reiki and Dove Essence practices.
Man.
I hope I made sense.
That you really literally you described me if you took away all the talent. That would be me.
You're crazy.
I would be
You're
what's left.
right.
What's before you get to all that? I'm the preceder of that. So yeah, Jenny spoke to a commonly held, what I believe is a misconception of men that can't multitask. Yeah,
Mm.
I can multitask because
Right.
I have a woman that tells me what to do. So see, it flows perfectly. I know my place and my role. So let's go ahead and grab a couple callers and let's make it do what it do.
Yeah.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for June Love and Jennie McDaniel. And I get to pick the numbers. So if you're sending energy and it's real strong and I pick you, it's because you got that strong vibe. Like, pick me. Okay. Let's go with 360 area code first. 360, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, goodness, hi.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hi, my name's Holly from Seattle.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your question?
Do you see me changing jobs soon?
Let's take a look here. June, do you want to take us off the top, or do you want me to start us off?
I love to give courtesy, so please do. You can go
All
first.
right. Let's take a look here, Holly. First of all, you have your spirit guide stepping forward, and they're saying things like, Jennie, flush out her nervous system, flush out her adrenals. There's anxiety and stress. It's common in the human form. It's part of the gig. So we're just going ahead and bolstering and clearing up any anxiety and stress that we can move around, because they're saying we're going to tell you what we tell a lot of other people, and there is a mechanism, a mechanical lineup of things you can do to change your job. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know how to do that. Put in your resume, look for jobs. I'm just assuming you already know how to do that. But what they want me to do is amplify that. If you're interested in a different or another or a job, they're saying the more you punch that target, so the more footwork you do, the more looking around, the more applications you put in, or resumes, whatever you want to call it, they're saying that's going to raise your potential significantly. Now they're talking about the energy, which is why we came off the top with the anxiety and stress. They're saying it's human, it's normal. Don't feel bad about having it, but go ahead and alchemizing that energy. So when anxiety and stress about a new position, even when you get it or when you're waiting for it to come in, is going to help you bring it in much, much quicker. So they're saying now we've touched on the spiritual, now we've touched on the energetic and the physical. So they're saying you put all those three together, it's a matter of time when you go ahead and bring in a new position, a new job. So they're saying things like, and I'm not getting a ton of details, but they're just saying things like, if it's not trickling in quick enough, open up the search. So I don't know if you're looking in an area or a region or what have you, but if you can and you can be flexible, because that's what they're saying. They're saying you want the universe to work with you, go ahead and flex with it and say, okay, I'll open up the next county over, or I'm just making things up because I don't see all the details, but things like that they're showing me of opening it up. So they're saying do the footwork, we are in a three-dimensional incarnation. So it's a physical existence. If we incarnated to the Pleiades, it'd be a lot more energetic. But here on this planet, it's very physical. So they're saying you keep hitting that bullseye, you will get it, just not when your ego thinks you should. So they're putting all kinds of energy and courage around you, and I'm going to pass you over to June, see if she picks up a little something for you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
really
you.
right on the path of what I pulled up. Is the first card was insecurity. And so when we feel insecure, our root chakra, our foundation, our, the fight or flight energy, where it's like, should I do this for money or should I do this because I love it kind of thing. Also, when you're applying, before you decide, you have to have this feeling. Well, actually, once you decide, you have to have this feeling of peace. And there's something that gives you peace that you're still afraid of because you're looking so much at the material part of it. So, yes, you have to do the material part of it, like Sister Jennie was saying. At the same time, your feelings and your spiritual alignment with what you want, your harmony. And you don't know really what your harmony is when you are blocking your heart chakra from flowing to what you want to do. I do see that you will, I concur that you will find what you want. It's the vibration that I've sense there is that once you overcome this fear of what everybody else is saying or what happened before and it didn't work out, once you clear that part of you and just really open up and make a decision where you want to go to, you will get it.
Beautiful.
Bingo.
Sending you all kinds of energy.
Yes,
Go ahead and take a little, take just one little piece. Look at that root chakra, like June said, and then also look at the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Those are the three bottom chakras. Look at those. It's really going to help you move energy and beef that up. Your mind is what moves the energy. We are energy. Physicists even say every cell is 99% air. So your thoughts are everything in reality, and the reality is no physical. So they're saying work with your mind to work with that solar plexus. Love yourself enough to flush out your chakras every day. And that takes 2 seconds by just seeing them being flushed with a broom or some water. It's very easy to do. Care and love yourself enough to do that. We appreciate you for calling. This is the Everyday Psychic Radio Show, and we are Heart Over Ego Radio.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
Sure are.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Holly. Appreciate you. The chat room's now open. The chat room is now open. You can chat away with me. I'll be in there pretending like I'm interested in what you're saying. No, I really will chat. We chat so hard in that chat room. You should join us, and it really keeps me having something to do while I'm listening to these excellent readings. And I like what you guys say, and I try to have like some type of small commentary because I want to make sure that I'm catching this the right way. So like, if I say, "Hey, do you see me getting a job?" and you just simply say, "Yes, soon," but there's something going on with me that is actually moving me in the opposite direction of that, then it's important that you give me that information so that I can be moving in alignment with what my goals are rather than working against myself, right?
Mm-hmm. The human ego has a lot different idea of what the higher self has about learning and movement and growth. Our ego wants it to be easy. Our higher self wants challenge. It's a tricky dynamic.
Yeah, because it's like, a friend of mine, there's no good women out here. I really want a good woman, but never looking at the way that you act,
Get one.
right, or what you're looking at when you're choosing. Like, so there's things that go along with that. And there are
how you treat people you don't like.
Yeah, the holistic big picture needs to be looked at so that you can, because it'd be cool if you just snap your fingers and get a good one, but what are you going to do with her? Drive her crazy, and then she's and then you're going to say there's no good ones? See?
Right.
It almost
goes straight witchy poo on your ass.
Right. And it sounds like it'll be almost like you're creating your own reality.
Right.
You are.
Yeah.
Very
much
so.
You didn't know. And I like the way you guys bring, you really simplify the whole, let's clean the chakra. And you make it a simple, just to visualize doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
It's energy work. That's energy work.
That's too easy, though. Don't I have to say some kind of Hindu words for like 45 minutes?
I mean, you could, but you don't have to, right?
Well, thank you, because I don't know it.
Well, find some. Go to Google, Google,
Hindu words?
YouTube. Yeah, they have mantras. They have very powerful mantras. I always look up, when I research, I always look up the same thing, different places and see what lines up. Like, what is everyone saying?
Wow.
And then you pick one, and you can do it for a week and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Every day, just do it for a week, see what happens, and I'm telling you, it's really life changing. It really truly it changes your frequency. So it's all what do you call that? Spirit science. What's the other word? Geometry. What's that called?
Calculus.
All of it. But
well,
anyway,
I literally
quantum physics, metaphysics. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I literally just typed into YouTube mantra and then I put in what it is that I'm interested in. So it was really that simple. I didn't know that. So now I'm gonna listen and use that for a week. I can do that. little bit at a
You know?
time for a week, and let's see what happens. So I appreciate that heads up. Helpful information.
And if you listen to my show, Transmitting Love with June Love on Heart Over Ego Radio on Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern, you'll learn about, we're going over each chakra. So I'm giving you the notes, the mantra to use, the affirmation you can use, the stones you can use, and we do readings on that particular chakra. So I've done it from the root all the way till I think the third eye. We're going on to the third eye this Thursday.
Well, why don't you go ahead and plug your show while you're here? Oh wait, you did. So you heard that we plugged your show before you got here though, but
great.
now that you said that you're on the third eye, you really just got my interest. So I'm definitely going to tune in.
Please do.
Yeah.
Even you can go back and listen to it just to get the information. Just take your notes, get your notepad out. And June and Jennie, the June and Jennie show also did solar plexus show. It was fantastic, incredible. So don't forget to listen to that one as well.
That's in our archives.
That's another benefit of following us on a podcasting app is you can roll back and replay episodes that you missed. So I'm really glad that you expanded on that. We mentioned that you had a show on Thursday, but we didn't get into the detail like that. So that's
7 chakras, 7 weeks. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you're like me and you just want to be the best you that you can be and live the best life you can, and you realize that the responsibility is on you to do the work, then I guess I'll see you on Thursday at June Love Show. But meanwhile, it's Sunday, so let's get another caller in before it becomes Monday. And let's take this caller right here, 914. I wonder where that's calling from. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, thanks for taking my call. My name is Christine, and I'm calling from Colorado.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Colorado.
Hi there.
So what's your question
how are
today?
I was just wondering if anyone could pick up what I should be doing to move forward in terms of career.
Sure. Just because of the time constraints here, tell me what you're most interested in. That gets us where we need to go. What is your most interesting topic of study or thought right now?
In the agricultural field.
Beautiful. I dig that. I can dig that big time here in Northern California. So yes, what your spirit guides are showing right away when you led me to go ahead and take a look at a topic is your past lives. So what they're showing are countless. There's upwards of 1,000 where you were what we would consider an agriculture or a healer that grew herbs or had land or a rancher or something like that. So what they're showing is good pick. That would be an excellent choice. The reason Jennie likes to ask where you're most interested right now is because she's seeing all these past lives that you have so much skill in many different angles, dynamics, and situations. So it's best to just say, where does your heart sit, and then go from there, because you're an old soul and you can do a lot of things well. So what they're saying is, what you do now is you start building and buffering and building or working toward a situation. So you let your mind wander. This is the manifestation table. If you spend too much time here, things don't manifest. But if you spend enough time here, things can really start to move forward, and we back it up with that physicality like we were talking about with the first caller. So you want agriculture, go ahead and go with it. It's almost a shoo-in simply because your past lives. It will take some line up and figuring out, maybe getting yourself some land, maybe working for someone with land to get your feet wet, things like this. So they're saying, yes, we're sending energy to your solar plexus so we can beef up that confidence that just sets you afire and just sends you in a path of love and connection. So they're saying we need heartful individuals in agriculture. The way we're going in the future, and the way that I see it and the way that my teacher sees it, is we are here constantly flipping the heart over the ego. And in the next 10-ish years, we get to that place, 51% heart energy, 49% ego energy, and we have a different structure to work on. So they're saying stay with the agriculture space. It might not be as pretty as you want it to be right this second, but it's all shifting and growing. And you put some efforts and time in it, a decade from now, you'll be sitting at the top. So they're just helping you pave the way by clearing out that solar plexus, beefing up that confidence and saying, not only can you do it, but you've done it before in parallel lives. We're just siphoning some of that energy and setting it right inside your solar plexus and sending you all kinds of heart energy. June, what are you picking up?
So it's very interesting that I have a card service for you as well as growth. So I'm seeing agriculture on this card. I also see a hidden kind of block that's happening, which is guilt. And guilt has a lot to do with what we feel others feel about us, that we're worried about what others feel about us, or, social norm says, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't go in this direction or that direction. It may be something that's like past life or from your past. It may be your family members that may think what you're doing is maybe, they may not be in agreement with that. But your heart is with this agriculture. Your heart is how you feel that you want to serve. Is that what I'm picking up?
Absolutely.
So your block would be this guilt of I do have to take. So it's like you're just gonna break out of that. You're really on the right track. I really feel like we're always gonna stumble into like someone giving us a reality check, and they just tap on all those guilty parts of us or those parts of us that we're not sure of. So what I would say to you is, you're just going to flip that energy. You're going to feel through that guilt, and you're going to, overcome that guilt, because you have to do what you want to do, or it's not going to work. Nothing's going to work in your life. You know that. So that's just going to be something you have to break through. You will break through that. So just know it's going to come, and know that that energy is there, and that it's not saying for you not to do it. It's saying you should do it. Right.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. That was such a great question. It was a great question. It was perfect. Yeah. And it was like, what do I need to do? Yep. Not what's the Wizard of Oz going to magically do. Because that would be the way that I phrase all my questions, like, hey, well, how can I magically? Yeah, I'm just honest though. Like, I want the rewards without the work, and I'm probably the only one on earth that feels that way, but I totally do. And then you guys always bring me back to earth, but you do it so gently, because you remind me that I'm responsible for my experience. But it's not the work that needs to be done. It's not even so much, it's not even so much. It's just little things here and there that make the whole difference. I shout out to the chatters. They come and go, and nobody's saying hi to me, but that's okay. But we have a visitor to our website who sent the message, because we have this app where you can chat directly from our website, everydaypsychicradio.com. So the chatter asked a question. Can I relay this question to you guys?
Yeah, sure can.
Kind of treat her like she's a caller. So her name's Nancy from California, and she's listening right now. Hi, Nancy. And she asks, what is the biggest lesson I need to learn during this challenging time in my life? I am all for soul growth. Thank you, and many blessings. So
let's take a look here. Well, I can just bring it to a big picture, and it will help a lot of people, including the questioner, the caller, the chatter. So what they're saying what they're having me say is the whole purpose of incarnation is to experience. So we can take it from that big block thought into personal statements like, I'm here to experience feelings and challenges and bliss, and the big gig so there's lots of little subcategories, but the big gig is to go through it with ease and grace. So the biggest lesson I feel like we can learn is to bring in the energy of ease and grace, because it's going to be a bit difficult. It's going to challenge us. It's going to break and push us. And the perception and the perspective is everything. So bringing in the energy of gratitude and ease and grace is probably one of the bigger spiritual lessons we can learn in this incarnation, in my opinion. June, you got something?
Actually, I missed the first part of her question.
Her question is, she says, hold on. What's the biggest lesson I need to learn during this challenging time in my life? And then she says she's all for soul growth.
There it is. So I pulled up expansion for her. Expansion, destiny, forgiveness, gossip. Okay, so the expansion, that's what she's feeling. That's what she's dealing with. And it's when you have the destiny card, it's like saying this is something that has to happen. Nothing she can do about it. It's something that she desires. It's just part of her path. But there's one aspect that she's dealing with right now is forgiveness. So she's definitely working strongly on her heart chakra. And I wanted to add this gossip card. It's hard to, even though I'm saying the word, I want to say it because you can't see the card. But I want to say it because it may be something she's dealing with in regards to how people may treat her, how things are, going on in her life where people may not be treating her fairly, which may make her feel like she's stagnant, but she's not. But what's stopping her is forgiveness. So as she's forgiving, she will be able to flow through this journey with ease.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That was fire. That was.
It really the channeling is just amazing.
Yeah, I was closing my eyes and I was like just feeling all of it. Like, yeah, because a lot of times challenges are based in our perception.
Right.
Like two people can be going through the same thing and one is devastated and the other one is just flowing with it. And a lot of, so what feeds that? I mean, can we be doing something that's feeding that? And for me, a lot of times it's, not forgiving, myself and other people. Oh, why am I wired this way? I just want to unzip this.
Right.
I want to unzip this body and be done with it. Not really, but it seems like being in this body just makes life challenging, doesn't it?
Right, because we have to solve the problems that we have in our own self first before, of course, we help other people. But we have to actually reprogram ourselves, and that's something that myself and Jennie does in our work. We help people to rewire themselves the way they want to be wired. Like, I don't want to be unforgiving. I want it to be easy, but at the same time, I don't mind it being painful sometimes, to really be honest. I don't really mind it being painful because it's a lesson in the pain.
Yes.
So we have to have the pain so we'll be able to understand the other side of the game. And then we can pick and choose what pain we want to endure to receive the blessing that comes after it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's perception. That's perspective. She's taking it as it's going to be there. I'm going to flow and groove with it, as opposed to the energy of it should never be there. Any one thing happens wrong and I'm going to freak out. I mean, it's a completely different spaces.
That was me. Yeah, that was definitely me back in the day. And
me too.
Today, sometimes I have those moments where I'm like, gosh, damn it. It's not the fact.
Yeah, definitely can relate. I can definitely relate to all of it. Yeah. And it seems like sometimes there's like this unconscious association that happens where if something's not moving perfectly in my life, then that's an indication of me having done something wrong, or I'm bad, or something like that, rather than just this is just life.
Yeah, we're spoiled
unfolding.
freaking brats. That's what's wrong with us.
You're bratty. True.
I feel comforted.
Right. I'm
I
telling
feel
you, we
so
still have
comforted.
tantrums. You're not the only
Yeah.
one, brother. Believe me, God be
Your
telling me,
favorite spiritual
you need to sit
healers.
down. Right.
You're like, hey, just stop being a brat. $50, please. Stop it.
Right. Exactly.
And
My daddy will do it. My
I'll tell you
mama
what.
will do it.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what has been. I'll tell you what has been the double-edged sword of my life is being intelligent. Not that I'm like
Right. No.
Mensa or anything like
I
that,
know what you're
but
saying.
being intelligent has really caused me to take the longer roads. Like when people around me say, "You may not want to do that," like my brain goes into this
Right.
mode where I'll justify this. It makes perfect sense, and I'm smarter than you, and I know what I'm doing. And then many moons later, I'm like, I really should have listened to that person. I should have listened. And so,
Now all we can
Life has
do
a way of
now-
humbling us.
Right,
Yeah.
and we tell our students, hey, look, I got a tool belt for you because I know your hard-headed ass is like me, so I'm gonna just give you a tool belt. So while you go through this long ass journey, you'll have things to help you get through it. So that's
what it is.
That's what we have to do.
I tell my friends like why this relationship that I'm currently in is so amazing as compared to previous ones, and I say it's because I learned to practice this one magical spiritual principle that maybe other guys might try. Maybe it's not a guy thing, maybe it's just a me thing, but it's called shut your mouth. Just don't say it. Don't say it. You can think it, but do not say it. Just smile. Say okay. You know, because later the rest of my brain will kick in and it'll tell me why I shouldn't have said it. But just in the moment, don't say it.
He's doing it too. Believe me, he's doing it too. He's practicing it too.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and grab another caller. Let's do callers in rapid fire. Let's get like a bunch waiting. Let's start with the one that's been waiting the longest. 856. You are live with Jennie and June. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Laura in New Jersey.
Lauren from where?
Hi, Lauren.
Laura.
Laura in New Jersey.
Hi.
Laura, New Jersey. What's your question or comment today?
I just want to know what you might see for me around making a job change or a move.
Everybody wants a job change.
This is the topic of the day. They're kind of showing the two together, and they're showing kind of there's opportunities away from where you live. So they're showing peppered across the country. So they're saying if you want to open up the search that big and you want a new fresh start somewhere and try somewhere new, different terrain and climate, they're saying that would open up a lot of possibilities. They're saying, sure, there's some around you too, so that looks abundant. They're saying it looks like it'd be a good idea. I'm not getting tons of details. I'm not even sure exactly what to do, but they're saying, yes, they're showing your heart moving the energy out. So it looks like there's been growth and movement, and maybe you've outgrown or gotten sick of, or I don't know exactly what you were feeling, but something got you thinking, something new, exciting. So they're saying the sky's the limit, and it's not even the real limit. There is no limit. So they're saying, go ahead and skate. They're like, this, you seem practical and competent, and they're saying, they're showing some other states. I'll just pop them out so you be the determiner of if you like them or not. This is just the universe kind of showing some opportunities, no big deal, not telling you to go move there, but they're showing somewhere along the coast on the east where you're at, so some Carolinas or something like that, but then they're pulling you over to like the west part of the country and showing some areas peppered around the west, just showing opportunities and things of this nature. So it looks like it would be a good idea without a ton of details, but they are saying just line it up. They're saying, again, kind of like the other caller was asking about their work, if you want it, line it up, pull it toward you, and it will be yours. It will just take X amount of time. And again, usually it's longer than our egos want, but they're saying if your heart is in it, line up the pieces, and you'll be able to manifest this. Again, they're kind of showing green lights for the actual move and new job. So you be the determiner. Your spirit guides are saying, we don't really talk to you like words or what have you, but they're saying we are around and we do send messages and hold space for you when you're in thought. So when your mind is clear, that's when they're closest, they're saying, so you can connect with them. And again, sometimes it's memories, thoughts, and ideas as opposed to words, and very rarely is it actually just words. So I'm going to pass you over to June and see if she gets any more details on a potential job and or move.
When you said west, did you mean west in the middle of the country, or west is like west coast?
West coast, middle of the country. They were just showing out west. They kind of like showed me the coast on the east and then sprung me again, this is just up to you, just ideas, over to the west side of the country. So it could look like Colorado to California. They're just kind of peppering places in along that space. Arizona, New Mexico, California, Oregon, they're just kind of showing the whole west. So just because you've had past lives and you've spent a lot of time out there, they're showing kind of rancher kind of energy like the one caller had, but they're also showing something about the open sky as you dig on from this life and past lives and things like that. So, June, you getting anything?
So I am definitely seeing this expansion. So you definitely wanted to. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. So you have this recovery, like, you know how some things happen that didn't work out, and then now you have this opportunity. So I see at this moment you're like at an impasse where you're like, which way should I go? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? I think you've looked at some ways, some areas where you was like, no, I have to do another, you may have had to reroute yourself. But I also see that you have to probably go there to experience the places that you choose, or bring down to one or two, and then you go and you visit that place and you feel it, because it's hard to really know what we want if we haven't kind of experienced it in our minds or our hearts or some way. This recovery is pain from our past unlocks the door of an understanding. So you have a lot of wisdom to know like which way you should go, which one is right for you. You already have gone through a lot of like fears and what have you with dealing with making this big decision. So I'm hearing from I'm hearing from the Ascended Masters that you should probably go and do some research on those places that you choose.
Okay. I've been thinking about that.
So even though you have a lot of confusion, that confusion is good, because the confusion is just kind of allowing you to see everything, and then you just have to do the tasking of, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Yes, I like that. I don't want that. So you already know really what you want, but you need to probably feel it. It's not going to happen until you feel it. But it's going to happen.
Good. Good luck. Laura. This is an exciting part. Exciting part of your life. Changing, moving, shaking. It can be scary, but it is the catalyst for great growth and learning and understanding. So good luck. We'll be sending you energy. Know we're here every Sunday, noon, Pacific Standard Time, 3 Eastern Standard Time. Check in. We want to help you on your path. We'd love it when past callers call in and tell us where they've moved and shaked to. So, again, we're here every Sunday. We appreciate your calls.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
We do.
And while we're doing that, let's take us a quick commercial break, 1 minute, and then we'll come back and we'll knock this long list of callers right out the box. And I got a feeling you're going to be next. Yeah, you. There's a lot of you on the queue, but I'm talking exactly to you, and you know who you are. So hold on tight and enjoy this commercial. Some real important information. What if you could change your life? What if you could raise your vibrations? What if you could just exude positivity? Well, sometimes all you need is just a little bit of guidance to show you the way. This is Heart Over Ego Radio, a network of shows designed to do exactly that. to help improve the quality of your life, mind, body, and spirit. On Sundays, we have the Everyday Psychic Show. Mondays, the Alchemy Sisters. Tuesdays, Radical Spirituality. Wednesdays, Know Thyself. Thursdays, Transcending Love. And Fridays, Rain Radio. All unique shows, all with the common purpose of raising your vibrations and taking you higher. Join us on Facebook, blogtalkradio.com. Heart Over Ego Radio.
Cool.
Such a soothing commercial. If you got to have a commercial, let it at least feel good to your ears when you're listening to it. And that one does it. But hopefully you did get the message, which is, Sunday through Sunday. You can tune in right here on Heart Over Ego Radio and catch a wide variety of shows that fall under this same umbrella of awesomeness, healing, good information, and everything. Shout out to Mary Lou Who in the chat room. She actually said something to me, and I appreciate that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the speed round where we're going to get you guys in and out. We're going to call this the Walmart of spirituality. No, we're not. But we're going to get you guys in and out really quickly so that you don't have to hold forever, even though you know that while you're holding and you're hearing this information for other people, some of it's going to tickle your spider senses, and you're going to know that, like, that really relates to me too. So feel free to benefit from all the information you hear, even if it's not directly directed specifically to you, because that's how it works. And so let's get this call out of the way. Caller's been holding for 58 minutes and 5 seconds. Hope it's worth your wait. Calling from 509-750. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your question or comment?
Hi, this is Ingrid.
What's that name?
Spokane, Washington. Ingrid from Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
Ingrid. Hi there. What's your question?
So my question is, I was wondering about if you guys get anything for my future, or like anything going on with my anything, if you guys pick up anything.
Okay. June, do you want to take this one, or do you want me to start us off?
I'll go ahead. And so I immediately picked up the card self-worth. So I feel like a lot of us are working on, trying to find who we are, find what we want to do, find ourselves, because we're always kind of looking everywhere for things. I need a mate, I need money, I need things outside of me. But in reality, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter what it is. It always comes back to self-worth. It always comes back to self-love. So what I'm feeling with you is you coming back to yourself, coming back to who you are, who you truly are, without all the other things on the outside. So it's kind of like this going inside of yourself. So what I see for you is whatever you desire, whatever you're not happy about, is all within you. So you have a busy job to do. We have a lot going on outside of us, but really our biggest work is within ourselves. So that's what I pulled out for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. I hear a buzzing in my ears. I don't know if it's
I do hear a buzzing. Now it's gone, though.
It left, yeah. I think it was like some college experimental flashback or something. But it's gone. But yeah, I felt something. I felt something with that caller too. I felt something.
What did you pick up, Drew?
I don't know.
Right.
I just wanted the call to go on longer. I just felt like, I wanted.
I did too.
She needed more energy.
I was thinking you guys were going to talk more and break it down more and really get to the root of it, because it seemed like there was really something more to it. Yeah.
Right.
Like she really, I felt like she really needed something.
She needed Jennie too.
And
she needed Jennie too.
Well, I also think that, when you ask a question, the more detailed you can get. And I was going to say this when we got off the phone with her, because I picked up that too. I'm like, oh, she's unsatisfied with the answer.
Right.
But when you say things like, what are you picking up to a psychic who reads about 1,000 energies per second, we're just going to really pick off the top. We really are. So if you want something specific, especially in these limited time frames that we have to work with on the air, be very specific with your question. It helps us get there quicker because we're just sorting out the energies. We don't psychic doesn't equal know everything you want to hear. We just don't read egos that directly.
Well, let's do this. And we never do this, but Ingrid, if you press 1 and press 1 again, then that'll flick your light on and off one time, and we'll talk to you for a few more minutes if you like. If not, you can stay where you are, and everything is cool. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything like that. I just had like a feeling, and it can be nothing or it could be something. So yeah, and like while we're doing. Good, breathe. Breathing is so important to life. I just realized that,
It is. It releases.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and grab another caller, and let's do this. Let's do this number, this Skype number. I think it's a Skype number. It's just showing up all ones. So let's see what this one is. Caller, if you can hear me, tell us your name and your location and what your question is. In 5 and 4 and 3, and that's all the time you get. So we'll come back to you. Let's go with this caller right here. Let's go with this caller right here. I can't read her number, so I'm not going to say that it's Mandy. So caller, what's your name?
Mandy?
Call. Oh, it's Mandy.
Hi.
Hey, Mandy.
Hi,
How's it
guys.
going?
It's going great. I'm having a nice little Sunday.
Enjoying. I'm so glad you called in. This is the Other Alchemy Sisters. Mandy and I have a show on Mondays, the Alchemy Sisters. We interview healers and psychics and profound individuals, and we take some callers on Mondays as well. So listen to our archived episodes. We're going to be starting season 3 at the end of the year. So I just want to let everyone know about the new Alchemy Sisters season that will be coming up shortly, end of the year, after the holidays. So Mandy, do you have a question for us?
I do. Also, the Alchemy Sisters tomorrow, it's going to be kind of fun. We get to talk about sex, baby. We've got
I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah,
about
we
what?
do.
Debbie, call it in.
Did you say it's going to be about sex?
I forgot our last episode of the season is going to be about sex, of course. Yes.
Yes, sensuality. It's Stevie Masia from the Sensual Alchemy Academy. So we're excited to learn from her.
You having callers?
It's going to be fun.
Oh, man.
Yep. But I do have a question, guys.
Yes.
I want to know a little bit about, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune and change is coming my way, and I feel things shifting with like career and potentially moving. So I thought I'd ask if you guys could take a look into that or any other messages that might come through. I'm always open to receiving.
Let's take a look here. Well, this is always fun and interesting when you read somebody you know compared to someone you don't know. It always comes in a little differently. Simply, it's just different. So without letting my ego get involved, always good practice, right? I'm going to take a look at Mandy's energy and see what's going on. So immediately your spirit guides are popping in, and I've worked with them before, so we're good friends, and they're saying things like she is not spiritually bypassing anything. She's stepping right through the middle of it all. So they're just saying be patient with any huge changes. Absolutely, everything is moving and shaking, and it's a matter of time. But they're saying just be patient because you're just walking through the center of the pool that you need to get to the other side. So they're saying be kind and patient with yourself. You are pulling it in, but you're tidying up a few little karmic energies, lessons, and it's a matter of time before it lands. Now they're saying things like they said with a few of the other callers, you're an old soul and you have some possibilities. So they're showing from the east to the west coast, to the north to the south of the country. It's really an open space. So they're saying if a certain area is calling to you, they're saying, we know you already do this, and kind of putting that manifestation in motion. They're saying we're bringing in the abundance energy and placing it on you. So just kind of trickling it all through your chakras all around you, because they're saying these moves will require you to just have money. So they're just saying we're just pulling in that abundance energy. You're already working hardcore to work with the universe to pull it in. So they're saying it's a matter of time before it hits, because they're just showing the dollar signs, which I don't always talk about, but I feel comfortable here with you talking about. But they're saying bring in the money, and that's they're saying money is often considered evil, right? Well, it's neutral. It's how you use it, what you use it for. And they're saying the universe is all about giving it to you. You're just rounding it up. They're showing picking up chicken eggs, putting them in the basket. Save your money. They're saying it will be used properly to launch you into a different space. Now, because I'm selfish and I'm moving to the Southwest, I'd like you to be in the Southwest too, but that's just my ego and I can tell the difference. But they're saying there is possibility for you there, just because of the things that you and I personally talk about, which is the cost of living is lower in New Mexico compared to Colorado, but the weather can be very similar. Just kind of side skirt and being real smart with that money. So they're saying it's one thing to have a shitload of it, and then another thing to be wicked smart with it. So they're just saying research, always try to look for the deal, and just finagle it through. They're saying you've got what it takes. They're showing less than a half a year. And then big moves and shifts and changes. So nose to the grindstone, 6 months, and your manifestations are yours. June, do you want to throw Mandy a little something there? Did you get her card?
I did, and it's really on point, because I have the soulmate, which is really about your true feelings. Like sometimes we kind of hide what we really want just to keep the peace, but you don't want to do that this time. You know, this time you want to really be raw with your feelings with yourself first, you know, before you send it off to the people closest to you in your circle. But I definitely see something that's in your gut that's not quite been revealed to you completely, and it's time for you to look at that as well, because there's something about that part that you don't want to really it's not about not wanting to do it, it's just you want to keep the peace. So it's okay to it's not even about okay to do it. Like, you need to do that. You need to tap into that part that you are kind of hiding. You know, it's all right. I'm okay like this. But there's something in that gut that's there that needs to be looked at. And anyway, so it will affect. And like she was saying, do your research. And be very patient, because there's something there that has to be revealed, and then you'll be able to move forward in what you want to do with ease. That's what I got for you, Sister Mandy.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mama June. That was perfect. Oh, and thank you, sweet Jennie. That all makes so much sense, and I'm going to be, I'm going to just continue to ride this out and be open to receiving and be smart and listen to my heart. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank
Mandy,
you, Mandy,
I got one more piece. It'll only take 2 seconds. They want to give you some food for thought, and they want you to chew on this. And I know you, so I know a little bit more about you than maybe the average person, but they want you to chew on this. They're saying, now, this isn't the only way to make it happen, but they're saying, would you be willing getting rid of your new car and riding public transportation to move across the country? They're saying that kind of discipline, that kind of shift. It will push you in certain ways. It will make you feel like you're limited, but it could open up other opportunities. So that just came in last minute. You chew on that. That's not the universe telling you to sell your damn car. That's just saying, how much are you willing to sacrifice to fling yourself safely, financially, into a new space? So they're saying that's the kind of stuff we're going to start toying with when we make big moves. So they're saying just food for thought, just an idea, hash it out in your mind and see what that looks like. Does your ego flare immediately? If so, let's take a look at that. And, like June said, get in there deep and start moving things around. It will service you. You know it will.
Mayday, ego flare.
They had me.
My
they had me
dogs
spoon-
and
they
I
had
like
me
our
spoon feed
Jeep.
that to you.
Wow, there you go.
That's awesome.
I love you guys.
Love you, Mandy.
Love you, man.
Love you.
That
Thanks for
worked
letting me
out.
call.
Worked out so sweet. She
She's so sweet.
ego flare. Yeah, and I guess that's how it works, and
It
because
is.
we don't even know sometimes when we have something, that we need to deal with. Sometimes we don't even know it's there. But then something will happen and it's like, okay, check your reaction.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's that
where it's
trigger,
at.
baby. That's the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That
don't
is-
fire.
That's the money.
Don't shoot. Right. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Like, where's the hell no button? Sell my car.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Hell to
Clearly,
the no.
you're jealous. That's what that is.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
still have public transportation? What are you talking
You must be out your goddamn mind. But you know what? That's the whole point. That trigger, it tells a whole lot. It really tells a whole lot. So I'm glad she did it because I had an ego flare too. It just went straight down my spine and everything. I was like,
Right,
oh, Jesus.
right.
gotta
How
work
bad
on
do
that.
you want it?
I
Right.
thought
How
that
bad
was,
do you want it?
I thought that was cool because it
Powerful.
it helps me. It's like the way that I see myself. I wonder if there's a volume button on those cars you have, because those are the loudest cars. What brand of cars is that? So I will
Oh,
buy
I'm so sorry. Oh, there's some good ones. Chocolate cars. They the bomb too. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That's the loud edition of them. As both McDaniel would say. But
My bad.
yeah, that's perfect because for some reason I can see other people so much more clearly than I can see myself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning to see myself in reflections and other,
Yes.
using things around my reactions to things or what I'm noticing in the people around me. Like I try to get little clues from the whole universe to help me see me better. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 'Cause you were talking to her, and I was like, I was having an ego flare for her. I was like,
Right, me
okay.
too.
You want me to jump in and answer that one? Right. But
Right.
then
That's why they had me do it. They know Mandy's a good
Right.
sport. She loves learning. She's heartful as all get out. I can be a little bit more raw with her, and
Right.
it's going to have her have a little food for thought like they suggested. So, big
Right.
learning.
And everybody.
Mayday, mayday.
Oh, Lord.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, that was perfect. Okay, we only have less than 30 minutes to go, so let's rock and roll. Who's next? Is it Jennie or is it June? While you guys are sorting it out.
I was Jennie. I always put it to Jennie.
Okay, I'll go first.
Don't let me go next because I am in training to be a counselor, which is not anything like what you guys do. But yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I'm doing
A
coursework.
lot like it.
Exactly.
And I'm quite good, but I'm waiting until I get my credentials so I can be quite legally good. So anyway, 347, you're up next. Name, location, question, and comment. And you might want to turn your computer down so you can talk to us in real time. 347, that's you.
Hello? Hi.
Hey, what's
Hi
up?
there.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm good. Thank you so much. My name is Tanika.
Okay. Tanika, where are you calling from? What's your question?
Calling from New York, and I have a question about work. Recently, I got, this week I got a job offer. So I'm wondering if you guys think that I should take it or not, if I'll be happy there if I leave where I am or if I should leave, and also if someone I care about, if that would just be the end of us, or do I have nothing to worry about if I was to leave? Because we both work at the same job, and I know we still care about each other.
Leave the job. They're actually spelling it out. They're using actual letters. I never get this. Means they're being very black and white, and they're saying take the new position, start your new life, cut cords. We don't see that this person you connect with at work being the recipient of your energy, meaning he's not your equal. So you be the determiner of how much time and effort you put into that. But what they're saying is this new beginning you have coming on is going to be monumental. They'll say you'll look back in 10 years and say it was the defining factor in your existence. Take the new job.
Wow. And as we hold our breath waiting for a response from Tanika.
Okay. I'm triggering egos today. Do you see this? It's just my thing today, apparently. I can't help it.
I have been in that place. I can totally relate. So I saw it coming. I kind of saw that one coming. Tanika, any response to that?
No, I think she's right. I just wanted to kind of hear what a psychic thinks, what they see. But I feel like, you know, it would be better just to make sure.
Right. Wonderful. Thanks for calling in and checking out. That's what we're here for. We appreciate you. We're here every Sunday, noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. Send your friends here.
Thank you.
Tell your friends to call in and support and click the like button and stuff like that. Yeah. Let me see if I'm getting better at this, because I saw that come in because, and I'm novice guy, right? So if I'm wrong, cool, that's cool. Just opportunity to grow. But it was, it sounded like me a lot with these concerns, but they really amount to fears. And I shouldn't let fear determine my choices and my moves. Does that sound
right?
Am I catching?
Magical.
Oh my God.
$1 million advice. That advice, those words all strung together like that, is $1 million advice. I wish I could give an IV, a drip to everybody with that kind of knowledge, because it really is the answer to a lot of our problems, which is we really have been taught, society, just our existence, fear of everything, fear of other religions, fear of other people, fear of getting killed, fear. Well, it just stunts the growth.
Right. It just keeps us stuck. And if she doesn't leave, she's going to be stuck because it's just going to keep her from healing, going through the forgiveness stage. If she stay in that toxic environment, she's going to be stuck.
And for me, a guy, I don't like the word fear, so I like to say concerns. Or, I'm just having concerns. I just want to make the right choice, and stuff like that. And then I talk to people, and they're like, that's fear, bro. And I'm like, I don't like you. I don't like you. Mayday, ego flare.
Right. Say you scared. Say it.
Yeah. It's not am I scared? It's like, well, what's my biggest fear today? I just gotta sit, and seeing it is the blessing, because now I can do something about it.
Right, you can do something about it, right.
So I appreciate you guys. Let's get another caller really quickly, and let's see if let's try something different. Let's turn the volume up on those cards. Try that. Let's see if that works.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
They are so loud, and
God, I'm so
it's not
sorry.
bad.
You still have to tell me.
It's a habit. It's a habit to shuffle
them,
isn't it?
I have to do it while people are coming on. I have to feel them.
It's not bad. It's just me.
No, I won't do it the Spades way. I'll just, do the other one. Mix them.
We ain't trying to make no money. I'm just a picker. I pick at people. So let's go ahead. Let's do something different. This caller is, they have a pretty number. The number is 401. This is caller 401. Caller name, location, question or comment, and go.
Hi, my name is Carrie. I'm calling from Rhode Island, and I've been
Carrie.
enjoying your show.
Carrie.
Hi. I have many questions, I think, in life in general. I'm going through somewhat of a transition, but I'm open for any messages you may have for me regarding just movement, whether it's a physical location or my spiritual path. I think that kind of comes through for you.
Whoa.
That background,
right in my ear.
That background noise has a message in it, believe it or not. I don't know what the message is, but there's something. Go see an audiologist. Might be a message.
June, do you want to start us off, or do you want me to take this one?
Take that one, please.
Cool. Carrie, thanks for calling. This is a very common topic today, and it's just so crazy how we'll get so many different callers from across the country having similar questions questions. So yes, I'm getting green flags all day long. It is movement central. People moving across the country, moving to different spaces. I like it. I'm a gypsy, so I suggest people break the cement and move things around. You learn, you grow, you put yourself in uncomfortable positions. It's a big, big deal. And there's Carrie, you are such an old soul. You're also a psychic. They're saying that word. Sometimes they have me say intuitive. Sometimes they have me say empath, but they're using the word psychic. So this means that you are psychic in one of the million ways in which a person can be psychic. So you be the determiner of how much time and effort you put into that this lifetime. But they're showing that I've even ran across you as a witch or a pagan in England. So they're just showing you have been around the block as an old soul, meaning you can't not be spiritual. You are wicked spiritual through and through and through and through. So your choice or your obstacle, and it is an obstacle as an old soul, you're good at lots of things and you got a lot of fire and a lot of passion. There's only so much time in the day. Pick a few things and go at it. If you lose interest, drop them. Pull on new things. This is the way of the old soul. We rarely ever stick with one thing. We just shift and shimmy and move and grow. It's our gig. So what they're saying is what is of most interest to you, follow that. They're showing you being a healer across the board, which again can be about a million different things. If you want more details, go ahead and find me on the Alchemy Sisters or the Everday Psychic Radio page on Facebook. And we have some emails. Just find our page here and find me, because they're saying I could help you steer and move through the chaotic world of finding which psychic modality you want to play with or how you want to bring in the universal energy and display it as an artist or a healer. So they're saying we can cut some confusion by simply just having more time to look at it and sort it out, and it would benefit you significantly. My radio callers get $50 an hour sessions. So you guys just find me and we'll take another look, but you got a lot going on and a lot of potential. They're saying, just like with the other callers, where does your heart lie? You could go ahead and just take it, take whatever you want. So I appreciate you so much. June, do you want to throw something on top there, or should we?
Nope, she doesn't.
Tidy that up.
June doesn't want to throw anything on top right now. June had to leave.
No, June left. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for calling, Carrie.
She said she
Thank
can
you guys
get
so much.
insulted in better places. Yeah, thanks, Carrie. Hope that resonated with you. And peace.
Absolutely.
Yeah, June says she can. No, June, her class was beginning, so she had to exit stage
I forgot
left.
she had the class.
She did good. She stayed with us for a nice long time.
Appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah, Carrie has some real good energy. I felt
she does,
good.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, I felt good. That call. That one caller earlier, though, what I was feeling was like, not like she was so much dissatisfied, even though that's probably what it was. But it seemed like she just had like something real serious that she probably needed to talk about, and that she wasn't.
And that's learning
too. Yeah.
That's when you state things, and again, we're on a time constraint here, but when you state things in a big general idea, that's great sometimes. But if you have something on your heart and mind, you have to use your solar plexus, your confidence, and your throat chakra, so your voice, to state that. It's powerful. So as opposed to just being like, I'll just take what comes, if you need to know something, use words, and that just develops that throat chakra. It's a strong spiritual lesson, and it builds up that solar plexus, giving you confidence, and it connects the two, and you can work them together. It's a beautiful lesson to learn.
Versus, maybe you come in with the belief that, I can just say, hey, my name, and then, I'm going to get exactly what I was looking for. That might happen, but, that might not happen. You may have multiple things going on with you, and you get thing A talked about when you really wanted to hear about thing B. So, just, increase your chances.
And it's like I said earlier, the ego's idea of what they need to know and the higher self information is different. So often what people want to know about isn't, from my stand space and my guide space, not the most important thing to look at. So whether it is or isn't in her mind, that's up to her, and she can steer her way into learning and growing in that space. But when you open this place with a big statement question, the spirit guide or the psychic or the healer is going to bring in what is best serviceable from their recollection to that person. So they often vary. That's why I say you got a specific question, state it. You're going to work on your chakras as well as give us a place to look, and we can kind of do detailed work as opposed to a big space. And then we're saying, Spirit, lead us. Spirit says you should be working on this. Well, the ego says no. Again, mayday, mayday, trigger, trigger. There's a lot to learn there. There's a lot to learn.
I love that. That's our new tagline. Mayday, mayday, trigger alert. Yes. And hey, it's a good thing. I told somebody the other day, I said, like there's all this positive self-talk, which is really good. But sometimes people are, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just the voice, I'm not the talent. Sometimes you can be telling yourself lies, and you can try to positive yourself into it, but there's some real work that needs to be done. Like, hey, my husband's beat me up. And it's like, well, if a man's not beating you, he don't love you. Right, that sounds so positive, but that's crazy. It's like sometimes my positive self-talk, my positive journey began with a real honest admission that, you know what, something's bad is happening right now, and I need to take a look at this so that I can really get some help on trying to fix it. But if I don't even acknowledge that there's problems, then I can just be happily walking in this misery until it gets big enough where I can't deny it.
They got a word for that. They got a term in the spiritual world. It's called spiritually bypassing. And it's knowing we can work and look and dig at it, but just overglazing it with optimism. So I see memes on Facebook, which I think are quite accurate, where they're like, spirituality isn't optimism. It's reality and creating a better life for ourselves and being heartful and accepting of those around us.
Yeah, I'm so glad you know the words, because I make it sound so like, oh, is that a thing? Yeah.
It is a thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you know.
And it's a blessing, like, so I announced to a few people in my family my plans to get married next year. And the first person I talked to said, basically, my plan was not a good one. And it hurt my feelings. And I was like, this guy's a hater. So, but then later I considered what they were saying, and I was like, maybe. And then so I kind of adjusted my plan a little bit to make it better, because it made sense. But it hurt my feelings at first, but that prompted me to take a look around. The second person I told did almost the same thing. I was like, has anybody heard the word congratulations ever in your life?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. So they were really just helping me to make it a better plan, but it didn't feel good when they were pointing out the things, that I was missing. So that was, I guess, ego trigger, something.
But you did the hurtful thing. You looked at it. Whether you completely agreed with them or disagreed with them, you took the time. You tried to be objective. You looked at it. You maybe even used some of the information that you picked up along the way. That's called being flexible. And that's when we say, ooh, mayday, mayday, I'm getting a trigger, but what's inside of this? And, moving through it and saying, I can't be in control of how everyone feels about me. They're coming through their own ego and perspective. How can I, have emotions about how everyone feels? I can't. I'll be exhausted. Yeah.
Because there's women that are like, why are you marrying her? Why not me? And I'm like, I'll marry you all. But no, I didn't say that.
That's probably good. I think that's illegal. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'll move to New Mexico, but yeah.
There are a lot of cults. There are a lot of cults in New Mexico. Weird ones out there. I'm gonna do some research before I get out there. Make sure I don't land in their property.
Yeah, I love your house. It looks beautiful. I hope you get that one. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy for you and your move upcoming. It's going to change the dynamic of our show for a couple of weeks coming up. As you do the move, we'll have some guest people in here in your slot. Mm-hmm. But let's go ahead and maximize our last 7 minutes by picking a caller or two and seeing how fast we can rush through. Appreciate you guys that have been on the hold listening. And let's go ahead and grab this interesting number, 504. Name, location, question, or comment, and go.
Hi, it's Mary Lou who's in the chat room. I'm Mary Lou. I'm in New Orleans. Hi. I've been watching all the weird things that have been happening with astrology and all the planets retrograding. And I'm going through so much, and I'm just kind of calling because I'm not sure how all this is going to go down. So I guess that's the question.
Good question. It's a great question, and your spirit guides are immediately coming forward, and they're saying there's a lesson in this. what we do is we have to find some level of comfort in not knowing, because life is just continually a series of change, especially right now. Now, I have very few dogmas in my spiritual understanding, one of which is I feel that we choose the womb we come out of as well as the time frame continuum. You have chosen to come through a womb in one of the most dynamic, controversial times that have existed in the human on the human planet Earth. So you, being a rogue soul or a soul that likes to be in the middle of it all, has chose to be here front row and center. So you have chosen to come into a turbulent space to soothe the waters. And like the Dalai Lama says, be the change you wish to see in the world. So yes, on some level, as a human, you're going to have some discomfort when you don't know what's going on. But just know that this cultivating and this switching and this moving isn't going to lighten up. We have to hit a screeching pitch for there to be serious change, in my opinion. So we're just going to keep moving and climaxing at different times. So what they're showing is lots of intensity, come back down. Lots of intensity, come back down. So just ride the space that you have chosen to come into and find a safe corner to hide every once in a while. They're saying no need to hide all the time. You're a strong soul, but we do need reprieve. So they're saying we don't see those crazy astrological movements slowing down. So the best way is to get a better grip on the space, meaning find some ease and grace, find some whatever it is for you. Some people it's walking in the woods, some people it's meditating, some people it's talking to a healer, some people it's going swimming, whatever reprieve you can find, get more comfortable and bring that in more often, because
Oh, what a cliffhanger that one was. She'll be back in just a second. That's a technical difficulty. Let me know when you're back, Jennie. Mary Lou, are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool. She glitches in and out here and there. It's a woman thing, I think. I don't know. I'm not a woman. But I will say
Did I lose you guys?
Come on.
Oh man. Yes, we did. We lost you. Come back. Come back.
Where'd you guys lose me?
You were saying that we have
Jennie?
to yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have to
to be more specific.
Do the things that we find comfort. Fishing, taking a walk, and then we lost you.
That's what they're saying. They're saying find the reprieve, because things aren't going to be easier. We're in a time frame continuum where we're reaching a pitch to move the energy, to make big shifts. So they're saying as far as the astrological movement calming down, we don't see it. So the idea is to find more reprieve. Get grounding in things that make you happy. Again, walks, things like this, whatever works for you. We appreciate you for calling. We only have a couple minutes and we have to close down the show, but we're here every Sunday. That's noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to see where you are in your path and continue holding space for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Mary Lou. Yeah. It almost – wait, go ahead. Hold on, Mary Lou. Say it.
Oh, so basically, I was going to say is I was dealing with something legal, and I was just wondering if that's going to go well.
Legal.
Yeah.
Legal.
What they're showing, and unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, when it comes to court cases, it gets jumbled up, and I'll tell you why. And this could be a whole nother show. But what they're saying is there's too many egos involved for us to even get a clear and defined even guess. We don't even have enough information to give you a guess. So what they're saying is, again, like we started your conversation, somehow finding yin and comfort in the unknowing and holding space until it lands. Unfortunately, we can't even give you a guess. That's how unclear it is. And again, the court system is just noted for their intense ego energy, we'll call it. And if you want to call it justice, you can, but I call it injustice in a lot of ways. So what they're saying is, unfortunately or fortunately, it's too dense with ego to even get an accurate guess for us to feel comfortable. So we're just going to send you with some good light and love and hope everything lands appropriately for you. We appreciate you for calling.
Yeah, and we're so at the last second mark, so we're going to thank you, Mary Lou. And when you said that, it just brought this thing to mind. It's like, I'm going to butcher this meme, but it's like, instead of when it's raining, instead of being like, oh, when is it going to be sunny, or let me hurry up and get into the house, it's like, dance in it. You know what I'm saying? Do you get it? It's like, life's going to be what it's going to be. some stuff is beyond us. We just have to find a way to be okay with it sometimes.
It's true, especially
So
this day and age.
Yeah,
Good advice.
Yeah. Gotta find a way. Gotta milk it for all the happiness and joy we can get out of this. Do your work. Don't be a Drew waiting on stuff to come to you. Anyway, we're at the last minute, and that means that it's time for us to say that we so appreciate you. And the callers that didn't get through this week, we hope that you will get through next week, and we hope that you'll be here with us 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific, and all the times in between. Download your favorite app, iTunes, iHeart, whatever app. Put it on your phone, and then type in Heart Over Ego Radio, and you'll be able to hear all of our old shows, our sister shows, everything. It's a beautiful thing, Jennie. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Hope you have a great week. And on behalf of us, here's our cool music that you can listen to as we're running out the back door. Peace. Don't forget to visit our website, everydaypsychicradio.com, and look into our VIP readings. And also like our Everyday Psychic Radio page on Facebook. This is a Heart Over Ego production. I'm Drew Pillow. On behalf of Jennie McDaniel and Stacie Martin, have a great week, guys. We'll see you next time.